Hi everybody, Jo here again. How are you doing? Thanks so much for popping in. Always lovely to see you, especially when it's a treat. You didn't think I'd be popping in tonight, did you? Well, I've got something exciting to show you. Look, we've got some new sticker stencils. That new, I can't even speak properly. So the sticker stencils number 5. And in here we've got, look, reminds me of a certain TV programme. If you're my sort of age, you'll know what I mean. Bit of an arched window, is that a clue? So we've got our circle, arch, lovely moon and a square. Now, to show you, what I thought is I'll get a piece of black card and I'll bring each one. Now, for those of you who've used our sticker stencils before, you'll know we have an innie and an outie. And look, the corner is very carefully been almost slightly cut off. Look, that's not a mistake. It's so that you can peel it easily. And remember, as I say, you can use both. So what I've done is I've very quickly just shown you. Now, these pieces of card are 7 by 7, just to give you an idea of each one, what you will create. And this is just Blue Lagoon ink I've popped through just to show you. So there's the circle. Well, I know you know what circle's like, but for me, this is going to be so useful. You know what I'm like with my circular designs. Then we've got the beautiful arch. And there's the arch, look. As I say, remember you've got the innie and the outie. So obviously you could protect this. So if I wanted to stencil now around this, I would just peel this part off, look. And just be aware, sometimes when you first peel them off, you just have to almost be careful and guide them round. You could cover that up, look. And then I could stamp or stencil around there. And this area is protected. A little tip for me, when I peel them off, I tend to just bend my card slightly, look. And that gives me a little lip there, just to peel it off. And another little tip, I always store mine back on the little sheet. That way you won't lose them. So the next one is our lovely crescent moon. Now this I think is going to be so useful. And there we have it just in the blue. But I'm thinking for me, imagine stamping a 3/4 wreath design on that. But also you could use the other part. So imagine we could have that in the sky. Imagine the fairies we can have sitting on there, the foliage. Honestly. And again, innie and outie to use. So many possibilities. And then the 4th one is our lovely square. Now this is the one I'm going to use today. And for those of you that will see how many cards I've done where I actually tape off using our low tack tape, this game changer for me. Thank you, Tracy. It's going to make such a difference. Now, as well as using this for my design today, I'm going to be using another new, yes, I know, we're spoiling you, mini hill masks. And in the set, there are 3. Now, I don't know if it says more, and I shouldn't really tell you this, so don't tell anybody else, because we might have somebody who can, well, decipher the way my brain works. As soon as I got them, I started playing to see if I could actually put them together, shape-wise. I don't know if that just says more about me. Obviously, they don't go together, because the 3 individually made masks with shapes either side. But it was the first thing I did. I was like, oh, does that go there? How could I make it? But the shapes you can make and the designs with these, can't wait to see. Because I know you clever lot, you're going to just run with them. And what I thought we'd do is create a very simple design like this. But it's good because it just gets you to see how we can use the 2 together. Obviously, they don't have to be used together. Now, I'm going to start. I've got myself a piece of card, which I've put to the side over here. And this is a 6-inch square, and it's a piece of our lovely multifarious card. And I'm going to use, again, on that corner bit, look, so it's easy to lift off. I'm going to use the outie bit. And I'm just going to sort of place it sort of in the middle. So I sort of get it roughly where I want it, and then almost just let it pop down so it goes flat. There we go. And I'm going to bring in one of my little moon masks ready, my Blue Lagoon Elements ink, and I'm going to use my stencil brush number 9 to start off with. And I'm going to take the ink from the lid and just come in and start in the corner and just gently give myself a little bit of a frame to get the basis of the frame. And when I've used less ink, look, less ink on my brush, I'll move up to the top. So same on the other side, on the lid, starting in the corner because I want the bottom to be deeper. And then when I've got less ink on my brush, and I'm just putting a little coat to start off with, just a basic little, quite a light. Now this is Blue Lagoon, so it's quite a deeper colour. It's deeper than Modella Blue. But I'm almost going for a, you know, those blue plates, though, a certain type of plates and a certain type of pottery there is in the blue. Well, that's what I'm thinking of going for. I'm going to stop there because I'm going to bring the moon in. I'm just going to turn this round, pop the moon in the corner there, just pick a little bit of ink up from the lid and just come in. And again, gently, remember not to go off the edge. Let's have a look, yeah. Now the fun bit, I want to create some hills. So I'm going to look at these. And I'm thinking, should I go for this one to start off with? I mean, so many choices. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to change my brush and come to my number 3, my smaller brush. And let's have that there. And again, I'm going to start on the mask as we do. And just in the corner and come down. And I want this deeper. So again, in this corner. And I'm just adding a little bit more around. I'm just going to lift that up and have a look. I like that. I just want a little bit more here. I want to make quite an impact on this bottom one. And again, for perspective, I want the first one a deeper colour, so we can go a bit deeper. Remember not to go over the edge. So that's the first one. Right, let's turn it round. I'm just going to give it a wipe with my Inky Binky, and I don't have any stray. So let's have another one. We'll use the other side and we'll go here. So again, I start in the corner. Now you can get some fabulous shapes. I mean, you could alter the colours. I'm just doing this one all in the same blue, just to give you an idea. But I think it would look good. You could change your colour. You could make it such a funky design. Because after all, we're creating magical scenes, aren't we? So you could change the colours. You could put patterns in these. I can see Emma Jo creating some real fabulous patterns with these. So let me think. Let me just go for this one now. Oh yeah, that one could go there, couldn't it? A bit of a hill. Yeah. And there's no plan here. I'm just literally picking a mask and just adding some colour just to make this magical landscape. Now, I almost need a lovely bit of a hill in the middle. Got a couple of stray hairs there. Bit of a hill. Oh, I'm thinking that would look nice. And that looks nice with where the moon is. Yes, I'm going to go for that. I'm going to put the lid on my ink because I don't want to pick any more ink up. Oh, that was very Cumbrian, wasn't it? On my ink. Sorry. I'm putting the lid on my ink. You know, sometimes, especially when I'm tired, I'm a bit tired this week, I'm afraid. Nothing, just been a bit busy. You know, it happens to all of us, I know. And I find sometimes I do sort of, my words don't come out as properly as they should. Does that ever happen to you? And that thing where you get word blindness and you can't think of the word, and it's the most simplest of word. I'm sure it's not just me that happens to. Now if we turn that round, look, we've just got that lovely, lovely landscape. And again, the masks, quick wipe, inky binky or damp cloth, that's all you need to do. But I think they are going to be so, so useful. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of stamping, and I'm going to come in with our lovely little pixie houses. And on my original look, I've put them to this side, but I think on this one, I'm going to put them here. You know, I always tell you I'm no good at creating the same thing twice. I just get so carried away enjoying it. And after all, that's what we're supposed to do, isn't it? Enjoy our crafting. Now I'm thinking I'm going to put that one there, the larger one. I like to stamp the larger one first. So there's the 3 in this set, and these are so useful. So I'm just going to go for the other one now. And I don't know about you, whenever I stamp these 3 little pixie houses, I always stamp them, the 2 little ones, so the chimneys are on the outside. I don't know why. I think that's probably just something I do. And then our last one here. Now again, you could make a whole village of these, but I'm just going to add the 3rd one there. Now this would be a lovely new home card. There we go. Now be mindful, we've got ink on here, so if you're going to touch that, but I don't want to clean that because I don't want it to smudge onto here. So what I'm going to do is I want a little bit of faux bleaching in the sky. So I'm just very gently just going to tap the most off my lovely fan brush. So I'm just going to gently bring in a little bit here. Don't want too much. Just a little bit. And while that's just having chance to bleach, before I take the frame off, I'm just going to come in with a wink of the yellow in my Zig Clean Colour. I told you I'm getting my words mixed up. It is funny. So this is the number 50, the yellow. And with this, I'm just going to add a little bit of, so it looks like we've got lights on in our houses. And I think that just adds a nice little touch. And as I say, it's giving this chance just to faux bleach a little. And I can also come in with my midnight blue look and my little brush for that. I'm going to take the lid off over there, otherwise I know what's going to happen. I'm going to drop it on my work, and I'm just going to add a little bit of shade. Now you could use your pastel pencil for this, your watercolour pencils, but I must admit I've found these number 3 brushes are perfect for this for me, and so quick. And again, the moon's there, so the shade will be coming this way right across there. Nice, quick, but effective. And then a little bit of our pastel pencil just down the chimneys there. And by now I can bring in some kitchen towel and just give that a nice dab. And I'm going to take the frame off. Again, for me, the easiest way I find is to just bend my card, look, and then lift up. And I'll give that a wipe in a minute. I'm just going to give that a pat, because what I want to do is just stamp. I've got my lovely maple leaf. And again, if you're not sure, use your acetate. On my original, I had it in this corner, but I actually think on this one, it'll look better in this corner. And I'm glad I tried that, because I think that is going to work. So it's always useful to do that. Now this little design, I must admit recently I think I've got Christmas in my head, because nearly every design I do I keep saying, oh, you could make a lovely festive version of this. Now I do think this would make a lovely Christmas design, and it wouldn't take you long if you wanted to batch card make them. So let's just put a stem here in the corner. I love this stamp and it's perfect. It almost just adds a little bit of perspective because it makes some foreground. Yes, I'm glad I popped it that side. You can still see the moon just peeping through. And then a couple of little sentiments off our number 6 sentiment stickers, look. And I'm thinking adventure. So I'm just going to get... And I just think it looks nice there. Now you could put some of our lovely yarns there, but I'm just thinking the word adventure. And then just to balance it, I need something down here. And what can I have? I mean, there are so many fabulous, follow your path. I think that's a lovely, so many fabulous sayings, sentiments we can have. And just to balance it, I'm going to put that here. And then again, you could add some white Posca if you're thinking of adding snow. But if I bring in the one which I'd already created, as always, we run out of space. And there's the one I've created today. Just shows you just the difference of where those hills, the different shapes you can have. Honestly, you're going to have so much fun with them. Think of all the stamps you've got that you can use and how quickly is that, and it's reusable. Right, I'm going to leave it with you because do you know what? I know you're dying to play. You take care of yourselves and please, we love to see your work, so do share it with us. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.